talk, baby.
You Talk family. What go on? What go on? This your boy D. And I got my boy E with me, man, with another live show of You Talk. And y'all know how we start off every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby. Kane Nation. Kane Nation, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man, since we seen you guys, man, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened. But you know, I want to start off the show tonight, man. You know, I got to give my boy, my super producer, man, my horse, man, my engine, man, my dog, man, Mr. King Judge, KJ Production.
KJ Production in the building.
I say King Judge, what it do, man? Appreciate everything you do, homeboy. They don't get to see everything, but I do, homeboy. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you, man. Shout out to my boy King Judge, man. Want to give a couple special happy birthday shout outs, man. Shout out to my father, Roy English, who's going to be having a birthday tomorrow, man, back in Avon Park, Florida. And a happy birthday to Michael Stevenson, man, my dog. Preacher, man, what's going on? Couple Kane member birthdays, man. Shout out to Bodine Francis. Happy birthday, James Gray and Jerry Collins. Happy birthday on behalf of the You Talk family, man, and Kane Nation, man. We wish you a good birthday, happy birthday, man. Celebrate, man. It's your day, man. Most definitely. So, hey, man. Hey, a lot has happened, E. Gray. What's going on, E. Gray?
Man, happy birthday to you, though, man. Happy belated, brother. Birthday was what? You know what I'm saying? Yesterday. You know? Hey, man.
E. Gray, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, big dog, man. And thank you to you. Thank you to everybody, man, that all of y'all birthday wishes, man. I appreciate it, man. Another day, and I thank God, man. I mean, the simple things make me happy now, man. 43 years old. I thank him for another day, another year to get to spend with my kids and my lovely wife, man. I appreciate all of you guys, man, for the birthday shout outs, man. Thank you guys so much. I love all of y'all. E. Gray, what's going on? How you doing, brother?
Just trying to stay locked in, hearing different news here and there. You know how it go, man.
Most definitely.
You already know how it go. Yeah, we had a linebackers coach, and then he left. And then, you know what I'm saying, everybody all the Hurricane fans want to start throwing names out there just because they play linebacker at the U. All of a sudden, they supposed to be a linebacker coach. Come on now. Just pump the brakes a little bit. I like what, he's doing with formulating everything. Yeah, we lost. You know what I'm saying, old boy. He done went on through. He took a DC job. I'm not mad at him. Of course, you're going to take a coordinator job over a position job. And can't be mad at that. So, we helped him be a little quick launch pad, but it's all good. It's all good. I like the people that we have in place. I think we'll be just fine, man.
I mean, most definitely, man. He's speaking about Travis Williams. Definitely. He was the coach, I think, for maybe a day and a half, maybe, and he ended up going to UCF to follow Gus Malzahn, man. The former coach at Auburn, man. Travis Williams was the defensive coordinator over there, and I'm with E, man. I can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? It's just different money. Those type of jobs don't come around too often, man, so you have to jump on it, man. I asked Manny. I mean, when he was finna go to Temple, man, but you see what happened? He ended up wanting to come back to Miami. I'm sure because it was Miami, of course, and I'm sure that he got offered a little bit more money to take the head coaching job at Miami versus Temple. So, I mean, I'm not mad at Travis Williams, man. I'm not, man. I mean, in addition to that, I mean, we got, our outside linebackers coach, Ishmael Aristide, man. And from what I've been hearing, E. Gray, man, I'm hearing that he's a above average recruiter. I mean, he was the defensive analysis coach at Texas A&M, I think from 2009 to 2011. He played football. No. I think he was there for 2 years, wasn't he? 2 years of defensive analyst for the for Texas A&M.
It was funny you mentioned it because I was just pulling it up, man. So I think it was somebody. He was an analyst. No, he was an analyst. I'm good with that.
Okay, yeah, he was an analyst. I think he was there for 2 years, and I think that
he was defensive analyst. Yeah. And so another young guy trying to prove himself, man.
Yeah.
He's trying to get in the mix.
He's 30 years old. He's 30 years old.
And it opens up to some possibilities of bringing some of them Texas boys in, man.
Well, let's hope so, brother. Let's hope so. I mean, I'm open to anything, man, because at this point, man, I mean, Jonathan Patke, I mean, listen.
Hey.
I'm open to anything, E. I mean, the talent that's on the roster right there at linebacker, I mean, I tell you one thing, you're going to make your money this year, man, because if you can coach up what we got at linebacker, I damn sure want to see. I mean, that's for sure. So I'm open to see anything, bro. I just want to see results, and I want to see good linebacker play at that position, man. So, you know, like I say, man, the guy played at Purdue, man, I think for 3 years from 2009 to 2011. One of the kids actually from Texas A&M decommitted. I'm thinking, man, because of him, he was a safety, a 4-star. So when he left, man, I know, right? I know. All the talent that we can get. Say it again. Most definitely, man. So your thoughts on Ishmael? Talk to me, bro. I mean, what are you hearing?
Hey, everything I'm hearing about him, they say he's a relentless recruiter. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it could help open up things, you know, in the state of Texas for us, man. It could be a good deal for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, everything, like I say, is another guy, another young mind, defensive analyst coming in, trying to, you know, and another SEC guy, right?
Right.
I know we was talking about that on the last show.
Right.
You know, another SEC guy. So, I don't know, man. Like I say, another good mind, young mind. They say he's a good recruiter. Let's stretch out the way to Texas, get some of them Texas boys. Hey, anything extra can help, baby.
Exactly.
Every little thing can help.
Exactly.
Every little thing.
Exactly. I totally agree. And that's the whole thing, man. At this point, E-Gray, man, like I told people, man, we got the depth. I think we got the experience now, and we just need to get some guys in there that can coach up what we got. And like I say, man, I'm hoping that this guy can come in and he can make a change at that position. That is the position that's in question mark. So
hey,
let's hope.
That's been the question mark, man. We've been talking about it during the season. We talked about it after the damn season. So, you know, going in, that is a question mark. And, you know, hopefully he's that guy to take us to the next level, man. But I think collectively, man, with all these new pieces, you know, we've added collectively, as a unit, as a group, I think we're moving in the right direction.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. I mean, if you look at what we have right now, currently on the roster, man, as far as linebackers, man, I think we have about 12 guys. And I'm going to run down the list, man. You got Tyreek Austin Cade, you know, freshman. You have Colvin Alford. He's a redshirt junior. You got Sam Brooks, sophomore. Jake Hoffman, redshirt freshman. Avery Huff, redshirt freshman. Bradley Jennings, redshirt junior. Zach McLeod, redshirt senior. Shane Sawyer, freshman. Zach Smith, redshirt freshman. Wayman Steed, redshirt junior. Deshaun Troutman will be a freshman. Corey Flagg, freshman. Brother, I'm saying, who's gonna step up this year, man? I feel like I feel like if you put the guys in the right position and we get the coaches that can coach them up, as far as Avery Huff and Sam Brooks, and we can get these guys on the field and we can get somebody, man, that can bring that talent that we've been hearing that's there, E-Gray, I think that we'll be okay. And move Amari Carter to linebacker. Move Amari Carter to linebacker, E-Gray.
So he can play a full game and don't have to miss a first half of Man, put a kid in linebacker, man, so kid can play, man. He want to be a head buster, put him in linebacker, hey, you know, add some more depth.
But I can see him having success at that position, E-Gray. I can see him. I can see him actually being, a striker. Just put him closer. Put him closer in the box. Put him in there, man. Put him in there close in the box.
He the wide receivers out 12 yards deep because he know what he gonna do. You know what he gonna do, man. Shout out to Jeffrey O'Neal, man. What up, Jeff? Shout out to Lafayette Cole. What up, Lafayette? What up, La?
Hey, Lafayette. What's up, big dog? Jeffrey O'Neal. Hey, Lafayette, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. I thank God for another year, big dog. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hey, 52 hit different, don't it?
52. But you trying to send me on up there, your brother? Hey. Well, 43, but it do hit different though, boy. Hey, boy, when the bone sounded like an AK-47 going off and you waking up in the morning, hey,
yeah.
what? Well, E-Gray, man, we gotta find a gem out of this group, E-Gray. We gotta find a gem out of this group, man. Man, E, like I say, man, that first game of the year, E-Gray, we gotta find a gem out of these linebacker group.
Of course, but you know what? I'm counting down the spring right now. Let's take it one step at a time. Count down the spring. Matter of fact, you know when spring starts? Spring starts what? March what?
I think
spring practice.
I think it's what is it the 17th or the 18th?
Oh yeah, something.
I think it's the 17th. Anybody know for sure? I think it's the 17th or the 18th, man. Yeah, for sure. But like you said, we gonna have to find a gym down there in spring. E, I wanna know who it's gonna be, man. I wanna know who it's gonna be at this linebacker position, man. Jeffrey, what you say? Hey, okay, brother. I appreciate it, Jeffrey, man. Hit me, email me, either DM me, man, and let me know how much I owe you, bro. And I get that to you, man. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. But yeah, man. I just want to, man. I gotta be for certain, man, on what we got, man, at that position, man. I can't get overexcited, man, because this is something I've been screaming about, man, for the longest. This is something you've been screaming about. We got to get our linebackers up to par, man. We got to get our linebackers up to par. And I'm hearing that Al Blaze is recovering pretty good, too, you know, because he had that little setback, man, with COVID. So let's hope that we can get Al Blaze back fully and healthy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, man. You know, Blades, you know, that's adding more depth because I like where he was progressing before he got hurt. Thought he was progressing a little bit better in coverage. You know what I mean? But with the added new pieces, with the transfer from Georgia, competition, just like we say, open competition, baby.
Open competition.
You know, we still got the Corey Couch. You know, I just like where we going, man. I just like where we going, but I want to see how these boys, you know, strive. And going back to Ishmael, the new linebackers coach, I did see something where Luke Campbell finally got excited about something with the program.
I see.
I guess Ishmael's his boy, and he feel good about him. He praised him and everything. So maybe that could be a plus, another feather in Ishmael's cap. But yeah, I'm just ready for all the open competition. Wide receiver. Let me say it one more time. At the wide receiver position, I want to see if there's anybody out there. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. If I was able to go to the spring practices, forget about spring games. Spring practice, I wouldn't even have to go to the deep inside of the ball. I swear I spent a whole doggone week sitting there just looking at the wide receivers. Oh, don't give a damn who's throwing it to him. I want to see if the wide receivers can hit the damn ball. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I mean, you're right, man, because I forgot all about that, E-Man. So I'm looking at linebacker.
I ain't forgot.
I know you ain't forgot.
That is my number one hit list, man.
I mean, that's the only thing right there, man. That's the lack of productivity on the offensive side of the ball, man. The offense can be elite if guys just catch the ball, man. I think the offense is right there to be elite, man, to be one of the best offenses in the country, man. If we can get good play at the wide receiver position. That's just my personal opinion, man. I think we right there, E-Gray.
You can't tell me we don't have anybody on that doggone roster that can catch the damn ball. And it goes back to like we said before, man. We got to have a wide receiver where, you know, the defense look like, boy, we got to do something with that. You cannot tell me we had one wide receiver that played last year. That defense is still that way. We had a bunch of slot wide receivers, so I want to see, you know, an alpha dog can walk up when they see him and feel like, ah, damn, we got to hold coverage over to him. We got to do something. So hopefully somebody steps up, man. You know, hopefully a guy like Rambo will be another one of the speed guys. You know, that we get another possession receiver. I like some of them young boys. Man, I'm just excited to see what in the hell comes out of the wide receiver core. And if the Butterfingers, you know, from last season, if they can, you know, get a little bit better so they can try to make a living out of playing football one day. Because the way they played last year, ain't no way in the hell they play at the next level.
Well, the crazy part about it, too, man, I mean, like you say, man, who is it going to be? Because, you know, you still got Peyton. You still got Reddy. I think Daz Warsha, man, I think he's, you know, we haven't seen Restrepo, you know what I'm saying, a lot. I mean, my question would be, E. Gray, are you playing the guys just because they're older? Or are you actually letting it be an open competition? Because I'm like you, there's no way it's got to be some other guys. You telling me that none of those other guys can't step up and get any playing time. I mean, we seen guys in on, maybe a rep, but I'm talking about coming in and actually competing, at another position or a wide receiver position, with 6 and 8. I'm just saying, because they kept running 6 and 8 out on the field. We don't have anybody else that we can run in? Possibly? Nobody else shined last year? Not one wide receiver?
And see, that's what I'm looking at, man. I'm looking at the wide. That's why I wanted to pull up the wide receivers right now, man. I really want to. You still got Harley, right?
Yep.
Harley and Pope. D. Wiggins. Harley is coming back, correct?
Harley's coming back, yes.
So, Harley was the more consistent one out of the group. But, hold up, big up to my man, Larry Frank. We say we're not going to say their names no more. We're just going to say number 8 and number 6. Mm-hmm. That's what we said, number 8 and number 6. We ain't going to call it. But, what I'm looking at, those two come back. You got Rambo. Now, none of our receivers are really too much size, man. The tallest one, maybe 6'3", 6'2", 6'3".
And that's who, Keyshawn Smith?
Yep. No, I didn't know D. Wiggins was listed as 6'3". But no, actually, Keyshawn Smith is 6'1".
Okay.
But I didn't know D. Wiggins was 6'3", but 6'3", 195. Hell, you need to turn that into something. But I'm trying to find my man that I really felt good looking at. And, he had, was it Jeremiah Payton? Was that the one that dropped that ball? I mean, not dropped it, but it was a beautiful pass, but it was overthrown a little bit. But he tried to make a play on the ball. That was in the
that was your guy. That was Keyshawn Smith, wasn't it? That was your guy.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm anxious to see if, a person like him can step in, get some run, along with Charleston Rambo. Does he just jump in and take somebody's spot?
He got to, E. I mean, if you look at the productivity what he had when he was at Oklahoma, man, I mean, he should be able to come in there and get one of those outside slots, man. That's just me. I'm sorry. Hell, it's an upgrade.
Some game film, so watch some of our games, and that's why he transferred to us. So shit, I know I can start day one. I can be the alpha dog there.
It's an upgrade, E-Gray. It's an upgrade regardless on which side that they put him on, man, most definitely. And, I mean, don't forget about the younger guys, man. It's like, you got Jacoby George coming in there. Who is the other, Brashard Smith coming in? Brashard Smith, I think, can start, or he can push for some playing time as a freshman. Brashard Smith going to be okay, I think. That's going to be the one right there, that freshman that's coming in.
Freshman that's coming in. Now, see, so, and going back to my point, this is every position for me, y'all. This is not just wide receiver. This is every position. But I really feel it compelled to buy it with wide receivers and running backs. And here's why I say that. We got good competition at running backs. I'm hoping we got good competition at wide receivers. But if you look at people in the NFL, certain teams and certain with certain positions, especially at those positions, you got people that's trying to fight the contract. They're trying to eat, man. They're trying to eat. And if a guy like Rambo comes in, he's saying, I'm transferring to Miami so I can lift up my draft status. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Tweak that so I can be a higher draft pick, so I can go with a higher in the draft and get a shot at the league. I want some hungry guys to come in and say, give me that ball, I'm ready to eat. Throw me the ball, I'm eating. Anytime I'm talking about that yards at the catch, you know what I'm saying? Separation, getting open, not dropping passes. I'm talking about straight up dogs. And I felt like we were missing dogs on all positions pretty much. Every now and then somebody showed a resemblance of being a dog. Every now and then one of the running backs have a good game, they look like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then our tight end, Brevin Jordan, look like a dog. I want dogs, man. And that's what I want them to work on in spring, going into the summer, finding out who those dogs and making sure them dogs on the field. That's what I want, man.
Most definitely. I mean, I agree with you. My question is, though, are they going to let the dogs eat? Are we going to keep playing favoritism, man, and just keep on letting the older guys? That's all I'm saying, bro. I mean,
that's what they did.
That's what me and you always talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's what we always talk about. Like, put the guys in, give them a chance, man. Let's don't stick with the same old, man. Let's give the other guys a chance to come in and play, bro. I mean,
they did with the wide receivers for real, though.
You say what?
Wide receivers, that's what they did. They played favoritism. That's what it looked like.
Exactly. I agree with you.
You let a player drop that many passes consecutively, and you still got him in the game?
I agree.
Come on, man.
I agree with you, bro. That's how I feel, and that's my whole question. Like, are we gonna stop playing the favoritism and put the guys in there? I'd rather take my losses and my lumps with the young guys and let them learn on the fly than watch a player that's been there for 3 or 4 years continue to do the same thing year in and year out, game in and game out. Go ahead and put the young guys in there and let them go in there and let them get experience on the fly and let them play. That's my thing, bro.
Absolutely.
I agree with you though, big dog, man. If y'all want to call up here, man, y'all can go ahead and call. The telephone number is 404-462-0477, and I'm gonna put it on the line. Benny Barrett, what it do, boy? I see you. What's going on, Benny Barrett? What's going on? What it do? 404-462-0477. But I totally agree with you, E-Gray, man. We got to do something at that position. We got to upgrade at that position to even give ourselves a chance. I think that the running backs, like I said, man, I'm loving Chaney. And I think Chaney, boy, you're going to pretty much see him, you're going to see him a little bit more this year, man, as an every down back, I think, bro. He gonna be
Chaney's a dog, man. Every time that man, Chaney ran hard every time he touched the ball, man.
Even when it wasn't nothing there, he ran hard.
Man, he was he was working, brother. He was working.
Exactly.
He was working.
Exactly. And I mean, you got the freshman coming in, Thad Franklin. You know what I'm saying? It's already proven that, man, you can come in there as a freshman and play. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Thad Franklin, you can come in there and get you some of it too, man. I mean, I think Jalen was hurt. What did he hurt last year in that Duke game? Was it his knee? He should.
Jalen Knighton.
Yeah, Knighton. I think he got
hurt his knee. A little something. A little nicked up, but it wasn't nothing serious.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he should be ready for the spring, man. So
absolutely.
Running back, we should be solid at E. Offensive line, they are better collectively as a unit with experience, E. Tight ends, I still feel good about the tight end. We got Will Mallory. I think Larry Hodges, I think that he will possibly get a little bit more time and step up too. You got the 2 freshmen coming in as well. It's the question at wide receiver, E-Gray. That's the only thing on the offensive side of the ball. That's it, Benny Barrett. The wide receivers. That's it, E-Gray. That's all we talked about. I mean, the offense is right there. Guys were open, but just dropping wide open passes, man. And like you say, I do agree with you, E-Gray, with it being you'll have a full spring. You'll be able to get out there, man, and learn the offense, play the, you have a full camp, man, to get out all the nicks, E-Gray. We'll be okay.
That's what he got to do. Nothing chaps my ass from a wide receiver dropping the ball and a running back fumbling the ball and a wide receiver just getting burnt, toasted every goddamn play. That just chaps my ass, man. And I've seen too much. The fumbling thing wasn't the issue, but the dropping the passes, man, and the wide receivers getting burnt. So let's fix it all. Man.
And it was in crucial situations, though. But, man,
very untimely.
To get back to what you was talking about, we opened up the show, man, about, I seen that, man, and Larry Frank, man. That fool had me laughing, man, with going back and forth with some of them people on Facebook, man, about who they wanted to hire as as the linebackers coach.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody thinks because you played linebacker before, he can coach it.
Now, granted, I'll say this. E-Gray. My thing is, I'm with y'all. You just can't just throw anybody back there. You know what I'm saying? To be a linebacker, you ain't got no experience, anything. But they were just getting outrageous with some of the people that they were saying. The names that I was hearing, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even chime in. I just was scrolling down and I was just looking. I was like, man, boy, they were just calling out guys guys that weren't even saying that they wanted to be a coach. I'm like, well, damn. I mean, he didn't even want. He
probably played a little bit in the NFL, retired from the NFL, just relaxing, living life, being family guys or something. Never even thought about coaching. They throw their damn name out. They need to be alive.
All right, and that was my thing. It was just, it was just like they was just throwing out names of people that that weren't even saying that they wanted to be a coach or anything. So you got to pump your brakes on that, man. Like I say, man, at the end of the day. Like I said, Travis Williams, he left. He went to UCF. We wish him all the best. I totally get it. But I do think that Ishmael, I think that he's going to be okay. I do. I like I say, he's gonna have to make his money, man, because of what we got in that linebacker room right now with the inconsistent play there. So let's just hope that he can get in there and coach it up, man. It's gonna be interesting, E. It's gonna be very.
Boy officially hit the transfer portal again.
Who that?
Barry hit it. Because remember he hit the, supposedly took his name out the portal.
Well, he took his name out the portal only from what I was told. He took his name out of the portal to come back to graduate first, and then after he graduated and got his degree, he was gonna transfer and go and play somewhere else. That was the only reason why he came back. But
okay, because his name, I saw where his name was back in there.
Any word on De'Aaron King on how his recovery is coming along? Anything?
I have not heard much, and I guess no news is good news.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna take it as that. No news is good news, but I really haven't heard much as far as how his rehab is going. So the only thing I'm gonna say is no news is good news, man.
Right. Okay. Hopefully, man, we'll have him up on the center, man. Game one. Hopefully, man, spring, man, come out there, man, and let him get out there and get some action, man. Let's see how he look, man, after that ACL surgery, man. Let's hope so, man. Hoping you come back with a speedy recovery, Mr. De'Aaron King, man. We need our leader, man. That's what's up. Shut up to you talk, man.
And that's another thing I'm looking forward to about the spring, man, the competition with the other quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Because, King, he going to be on the sideline or whatnot during the spring. But, I want to see what them other quarterbacks looking like too, man.
Oh, right. Most definitely. And who are you most intrigued about seeing? Who do you want to see?
TVD.
You want to see TVD? That's your guy?
I want to see what TVD look like. I want to see what I want to see what the post hype is about. I'm more intrigued to look at him than Garcia.
I want to see Garcia. I want to see TVD too, though. I agree with you, but
I want to see what TVD looking like.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like I say, E-Gray, at the end of the day, they got to be ready. No matter whoever it is, E-Gray, they got to be ready. Because you don't know the position of De'Aaron King, man, as far as like how he's going to be when he gets back. Will he come back fully healthy? Is he going to need a little bit of time to get healthy? Let's hope that he do come back fully healthy and ready to go game one. Let's hope so. But, yeah, I'm going to say Jake Garcia. I mean, just because of the hype that comes along with him. So, but I'm with you. I want to see TVD as well.
Absolutely.
So, as far as like, what are you thinking about if De'Aaron King, let's hope, I'm just saying, if he doesn't, if he's not ready to go, what would you say, or who would you say is going to be the most, I don't know, how can I say it, as far as the,
yeah, the most crucial would be TVD. He had a year to sit behind, learn the offense, you know what I mean? I don't expect Garcia to jump right in. I expect, they say TVD looked the part, been walking the part, in practice and scrimmages and stuff like that. I would expect him. I'm expecting him to be that guy right now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm counting on. Team coming back healthy is a plus. And I know I expect him to be back healthy. With all the technology and the way that a lot of these athletes are rebounding from those injuries is a lot different from back in the day. And I hope that's the case. And I hope he's ready for Alabama. But I want to see TVD take the next step to say, this is my offense, this is my team. Have that mind frame. I'm not letting the freshman beat me. Garcia beat me. This is my team, because when De'Aaron King does leave, it's my team until I leave. I want to see if TVD has that mindset.
Right. Most definitely. And Jeffrey O'Neal said that, man, his question is going to be the quarterbacks. Totally agree with you, J.O. I totally agree with you, big dog. We're going to have to see how the quarterbacks, will they be ready, man? I mean, because, hey, man, again, we hope our guy is ready to go the first game of the season. But if not, like E-Gray say, TVD, you was there last year, so you've had a chance to be in the offense. It's going to have to be somebody that's got to step up. So I hope you guys get a full spring. Get ready. You got to be ready. Next man up, like we always say. If it comes to that, next man up. You got to be ready to go. So we're going to see. Feel free to call up whenever you want to. The telephone number is 404-462-0477, man. We got a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes, before Larry Frank come on and give his take.
You know what? While we got some time waiting on Larry Frank, I want to park on something that I talked about on hashtag just saying. Early in the week, I posted a video, talking about Cam's world, talking about Cam Newton. And what made me come out and go on a rant about with Cam Newton, because I'm getting sick of these talking heads out there acting like there's nowhere for Cam to play next. It's just starting to piss me off because it's too many revolving doors for these sorry-ass quarterbacks that really are not starters, and these sorry-ass coaches that can fail so many times to keep getting head coaching jobs. So when I went on a rant on hashtag just saying, talking about Cam Newton, my whole goddamn point is you can't tell me there are 32 quarterbacks better than Cam Newton, and there are 32 situations where Cam Newton doesn't fit in. And on there, I listed at least 9, and I know there's at least 9, maybe 10. And it just pissed me off to listen to, well, Cam is going to have to wait a while before he gets an opportunity to start. Are you kidding me? I mean, first of all, the man went to New England, coming off an injury. And if you look at New England, if you know anything about football, you look at their team, they have no goddamn win. Who in the hell he had to throw the ball to? He had no running backs, had no tight end, and a shaky-ass offensive line. So at the least, they can get some weapons and bring them back. And you can't tell me the Washington football team couldn't use Cam Newton?
Hell, Chicago Bears.
The Chicago Bears. I went down the list of all of them, and I just get tired of hearing about it. I'm sorry, it was on my mind. It just.
Oh no, that ain't not.
And what did you think about that whole thing with Cam Newton at the camp?
I just think, man, that's the problem today, man, with some of these young kids, man.
And he his ass whooped.
Yeah, that's what we always talk about, though, man. Entitled. A lot of these kids feel entitled, bro. They put these stars beside them. We talk about this all the time, man. Here it is. You're being disrespectful. He's there to help you, and you're sitting here, you're arguing with the man, and he's not even trying to get smart with you. He's actually trying to give you advice. And you just want to be seen, and you want to be disrespectful. And if I was Cam, well, Cam handled it good because, he was explaining to the coach, man, but, you just got them type of little knuckleheads, man, that, it's like that, man. We always talk about that, bro.
And let me, I knew Jeffrey O'Neal was going to throw a little shade. I knew he was going to throw a little shade. Every time I miss
give him that Coming to America.
Talk about MR2, the Natty Ice, the Metro. They want to talk about my quarterback. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all going to get enough of talking about our Falcons because we got a new system in place. And look, our issues wasn't on offense. Our issues wasn't on offense. And we finally got a level-headed, offensive-minded coach that can call plays. It ain't that sorry-ass dirt cutter. He's bringing in a system, a well-balanced system. You're going to see Matt Ryan, MR2, the Metro, Matty Ice, MVP. All of my shot right now.
Well, since you're sounding cocky, go ahead and give me
MVP, baby.
Hey, okay, well, since you Jeffrey, he sounds froggish, don't he? Well, go ahead and give me a prediction. What's your record? What you predicting your record next year?
I ain't got there yet. Well, I ain't analyzed the schedule yet. It's the NFL. I can't call the number out blind when it comes to the NFL.
You hear Jeffrey? Jeffrey, you hear? I mean, we got a phone call, man. Larry Frank. All right. Hey, Utah family, man. Show your love, man, for my homeboy, man. He's in the building, man. Y'all know it, man. This is You Take for the Week, man. I call it Louisiana's finest. My player partner, my homeboy, Mr. Larry Frank Jr. What's up, big dog? What's going on?
What's up, birthday boy? Greetings and salutations.
Oh, my God.
Shouting you out, man. Shouting you out. I know I'm a day late. I hit you up on the book, but just to give you the shout out, man. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated.
Thank you, brother.
What I'm saying? But just showing you that love.
Thank you, brother.
E. Gray, my brother. What's going on, E. Gray? How you doing?
Man, Larry Frank Jr., I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. How are you, sir?
I'm equally blessed, man. I'm up here. I'm picking up my daughter. They had a basketball game, so I'm picking her up right now as we speak. But I had the U-Take on in the car, listening in the car, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. We've
been waiting on you.
I I was so entertained, man. I heard you referencing that post I put up earlier this week, man. And
Yeah.
basically, man, it was just the principle of the matter. I mean, the principle of the matter was simple. I mean, they was up here getting mad because Ishmael got hired. And all you saw, oh, Ishmael ain't got no experience. Ishmael ain't got no experience. But you want to hire other guys that are alumni that ain't had no experience. Like I say, no experience is no experience. And I wasn't trying to, go off and kind of throw a wrench in nothing. I was just trying to make people think. I'm like,
Right.
You really got to think about what you're saying. It's like, just because there are alumni, that don't mean they're going to be successful as a coach who has no experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I looked at when they were talking about, no disrespect. I mean, hey, look, they wanted Ed Reed for defensive coordinator. That's what one guy said. And I'm like, look, in my opinion, Ed Reed, if he was going to be a coach, should have started off as a DB coach. That's what he played. He played in the NFL. He played it in college. One guy was like, well, he got NFL experience. But the only NFL experience he had was an assistant DB coach for the Bills for 1 year. Like he wasn't even the main DB coach for the Bills. He was an assistant for 1 year. And you want to elevate him to defensive coordinator? That had me rolling. And then they up there screaming Ray Lewis for linebacker coach. But I'm like, y'all got to understand something. Ray got millions of dollars. Ray is retired. And Ray ain't even mentioning about coaching. Like,
but he got a cushy job
that
on TV. Them boys ain't leaving that $1 million cushy jobs on TV, man.
Exactly. And the example I was using, and ain't nobody want to see this. Prime tried to be a coach at Florida State, and Florida State didn't even consider it. And the key is this. Prime actually put his name in the hat to be a coach. He wanted to coach. He expressed interest. Florida State didn't even give him a second look. So that's what you got to look at. If Florida State didn't entertain Prime when he actually expressed interest, and he's a Hall of Famer, just like they were saying Hall of Famers, and he's alum, just like they were saying alum, if he put his name in the hat to do it and they didn't go for it, what makes you think you can just, oh, we're going to hire Ray Lewis. We need Andre Johnson as wide receiver coach. Santana Moss, he could come in as wide receiver. Like y'all just naming great players that played off of a championship team for nothing. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I had fun. That was really fun. I mean, I ruffled some feathers that day.
Yeah,
and I mean, it was enjoyable. That's why I tagged you on it. I'm like, I was looking.
That's all I did, but I got my popcorn and sat back and I was laughing, man. I was looking through. That's what I was telling Egray. I just was scrolling down. It was entertaining, man.
Yeah, I looked at it too, man. I was just laughing because it was facts. Because I'm just sitting there like, these cats think that Ray Lewis gonna leave his comfy television job getting paid big dollars and no stress other than just to talk about it. Come on, man. And plus, everybody just because they're a legend, they, like you say, don't mean they're a coach, man. Hell, Magic Johnson tried coaching. How'd that work? Remember that?
Man, look.
Remember when Magic tried coaching?
Listen. One of the best examples that I tried to give was Mike Singletary. I mean, look, Mike Singletary, one of the baddest dudes ever to play linebacker. And that little stint with the 49ers did not work out. So, like I say, man, I get it. You want great coaching. You want great guys that have put their stamp on being a great coach. But at the end of the day, you got to be realistic. I mean, first of all, they got to be in the coaching game already. Second of all, they got to express an interest in coaching.
Right.
If you don't have neither of the two, it makes you, and I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but it kind of makes you look slow. And that's all I'm going to say on that's all I'm going to say on that, man, because like I said, I ain't trying to get.
No, but it's the truth, though, because, guys, we're not saying that former players can't be good coaches or whatever. We're just saying be a little bit more realistic at the names that you're throwing out. That's all we saying.
Yes. Now, if I'd have seen, like, Dan Morgan, I can get that. But like, you're not going to get Jonathan Vilma to come out the booth. Jonathan Vilma has a gravy job. He's in the booth. He's not coming out. I mean, I think it's just the fairy tale fantasy land that they living in, and it's like you figuring that in other words, you have a disconnect issue. You can't disconnect the greatness that they had as Miami Hurricanes and NFL greats with the reality of today. And what I tried to tell them and get them to understand was that game that they played was over 20, 25, in some cases 30 years ago. The game has changed. And just like when they were talking about what they did in the NFL, I get that. But once again, you played in the NFL with other great players around you on a professional defense. And the schemes that you had are not going to be the same as the schemes that, you're doing right now. I really need to see what you can compare with the 4-2-5 of Miami's defense today with what was that? Was it a 46 that Baltimore ran?
Yeah, it was a 46. Yeah,
I don't remember.
46. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a whole lot that you got to put together. But yeah, man. Look, the thing I wanted to address, and like I told you, it was going to be kind of controversial here. Somewhat controversial, but not really. It's controversial if you make it controversial. So it's all on the fans' perspective. But I've had a couple of days, a week or so, to digest the hiring of Ishmael, and I, like everybody else, was upset. But I had to ask myself, what was I upset at? Was I upset at this guy getting hired, or was I upset that we lost Travis Williams? And I think, in all honesty, there was more of me being upset that we lost Travis Williams. And poor Ishmael they just dumped on him so bad. And I get it, because you lost a guy in Williams that was given this linebacker situation. You lost a guy in Williams that you pretty much knew was going to give you automatic dividends from the coaching standpoint and the recruiting standpoint. So I get it. I mean, hey, I was hurt like everybody else. And I was in denial because I'm like, man, he ain't signed a contract yet. Even when they said that Gus was working out the deal and he was drawing up everything and it was a matter of time, I'm like, man, he a Hurricane until he signed the paper. And like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours later, it was made official. He signed the paper. So we had to accept it. So that's why it kind of stung hard. But getting back to Ishmael, what I'm thinking right here is, my bad. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm your daddy. All right. I'm sorry. I'm picking up my daughter. But what I'm thinking is, with the Ishmael thing, here's the way I look at it. I don't think that was so much. It was said that it was a coaching move. I think. All right, cool. I think it was more of a recruiting thing. The reason being is because if you look at his dad, Wallace, and his last name is Aristide or whatever, and he had a lot of, I guess you could say, a lot of familiarity with the Miami-Dade area or whatever. So I'm thinking that familiarity that he has is going to pay dividends, because he's been a principal, a football coach. He's been an athletic director. I think he's at Miami Northwestern right now. So, yeah, that's what I was reading. Okay. And he's been in that capacity off and on for 30 years, which means as a coach, he's coached other kids. He's coached kids that are now parents. And on Friday nights, all these schools are pretty much they're rivals on the field. But on Saturdays in that Miami-Dade, Broward County area and stuff, it's all about Miami. They're going to unite. So you got to keep in mind when it comes down to recruiting and stuff like that, you only got so many recruiting visits, and you only got so many phone calls you can make, and all of that. You got so many phone calls you can make and stuff like that. What you're looking at is you can actually have somebody else kind of do another recruiting thing or whatever for you, and in an unofficial capacity. So that's what, that's how I look at it. So, and you got to remember, Ishmael is being hired as a strikers coach. Yeah, he's listed as a linebacker, outside linebackers coach, but he's being hired to coach strikers. That's what his thing is. The 4-2 and the 4-2-5 is inside linebackers, and that's Packy. And Packy also coached strikers. And it's also important to remember, Manny and Banda came up with the striker position. So it ain't like they just going to put Ishmael and coaching strikers right out the gate. It's going to be like, okay, Manny's going to coach him, and then when it's all said and done, Packy's going to coach him. So I think it's a recruiting hire, just in my opinion.
My question to you, what's your thoughts on Packy being the only defensive coach left over from that defensive staff last year? Do you think that he can coach up these linebackers? That's what me and E. Gray was talking about when we opened up the show.
I honestly, I think I got PTSD from Blake Baker, so it's hard for me to be positive and optimistic.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can. I think he can. I think now that you got all of the bad apples out of the bucket, I think now he can rely on who's there now, and I think that he can pick up on what's going on because you got former defensive coordinator Bob Shoop as analyst. You got Manny calling the defense. You got T-Rob in there. You got Jeff Simpson in there. You got some better defensive minds in there. So I think that's going to work out. I think it'll work out. He can do it.
You think we got the talent at that position? Who do you think?
We definitely got the talent. We definitely got the talent. It's just they got to be coached up now. That's the key.
That's what we was talking about.
I like Tyreek Austin Cave. Zach McLeod has the experience. And
I'm about tired of that movie, bro. I swear. I'm about tired of that movie.
I am too. I am too, but it's just, to me, that experience is there, and you got to rely on it. And like I said, if you can coach it up, you working with something. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Avery Huff, man? I mean, we always hearing about all this talent that Avery Huff has. Do you think that he'll be able to crack some type of playing time in the linebacker position this year? What's your thoughts on him?
He had opportunities last year, and he didn't take advantage of it. So I think, this year, I think he will.
Mm-hmm.
I think he will. So, I like it. I like what you have. I like what you have.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I like all the opportunities.
Devin and I, we was talking about with spring coming up, and what are you more intrigued about looking forward to just seeing what shakes out in the spring? I mentioned quarterback. Well, first I was talking about the wide receivers, of course, but with the quarterback position, I'm more interested in looking at TBD more so than Garcia because I'm counting on TBD to be that guy just in case for any reason the King is not ready to go. I'm looking forward to seeing what all of them have, but I'm really interested in TBD. What's your feelings about that with the quarterback?
Yeah, well, you know what? I like the fact that King's out. So I like the fact that these guys are going to have an opportunity to get their feet wet, get that offensive playbook learned, get some reps. I like it. I really like it. And when it's all said and done, I think it's a blessing in disguise. I don't know if y'all saw the video, but King put out a video on the bike a couple of days ago, his rehab and all of that.
I didn't see it.
So
that's what we was just talking about. If we heard anything or seen anything.
Yeah. His rehab is starting, and he put everything on the bike the other day. So you pretty much can assume he's going to be your day one starter because it looks like he's ahead of schedule at Alabama going into the Alabama game. So with that being said, you're still going to have ample opportunity for TVD and Garcia and Peyton Matasha to get all of those reps, you know. And no matter what happens, you pretty much know they're going to roll with King. But it's a blessing in disguise because King should be ready to roll come Alabama September the 4th. And then with the other three getting the reps, you can actually – it's not like you're under pressure to these – like you got these three guys competing for a starting job versus Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much can kind of let them go at their own pace, let them work the kinks out, let them learn the offense, and let the best man win that job as the backup. And the beauty is, if something should happen, and let's say King gets hurt again,
right?
Or let's say you'll have a lot of games where Miami gets up big, you can pull King. Whoever gets that job, they can actually compete. Not necessarily compete, but whoever gets that job would have a leg up in the competition going into next season, because that's going to be what determines the future. Because after King's gone, now who's going to take over then? So I love the fact that these three guys are going to be able to get in there, get the reps, get the offense, healthy competition. They're going to push each other. Garcia's coming in, just pushing them out the gate. I love that. TVD is the most experienced of the three because he actually saw a little bit of action. Peyton could have transferred, but Peyton decided, hey, I'm going for it. I'm here. So the attitude and the approach is looking great because you got three guys that are just going to go at it, you know. And the beauty is, it's not like in years past where you know you got another guy starting or whatever, so you're just going to kind of maybe not get the full approach and the full effort, you know, going into practice or whatever like that. So I love that. The thing I'm looking most forward to in spring is going to be the offensive line, because I think with these guys coming back having, you know, all coming back experience, you get that full program of spring all the way into next fall. You're working together. You're getting cohesive. You're not implementing new guys here, punching in new guys there. My prediction, my opinion, I think the offensive line is going to be the most improved unit on the whole team next year.
Well, I sure hope so.
I think so too, man. I think so too.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, because
I've been saying that
because
for a minute,
if
they're collectively coming back. This will be their second year in this, man, and experience means a lot when it comes to that.
Third year, right? Ain't this the third year?
Yeah. Third consecutive year.
Lashley, second year under Lashley.
But I'm talking about as collectively as a group. Yeah.
For most of them, yeah. But with a new system like Lashley, this is the second year, man. Because that was a lot of learning on the fly they had to do last year as a young group. You bring him the core and everybody coming back. That's real big, man. And that is an advantage that we have over a lot of teams out there.
Oh, we got the experience, like you say. They definitely should be better as a group. I agree.
The thing about it, they're going into their third season together and the second season in Lashley's offense. And they made a lot of strides in that offense last year without having an actual spring or whatever from 2019. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is that you're coming off of 2020 with some experience, and now you get to actually go through the whole practice and go through the whole progression of an off season. So when it's all said and done, that's who I think is going to have the biggest improvement. And let's just be honest, nothing else works if your offensive line ain't gelling. If they ain't, you know, doing what they do, if they're not blocking, if they're not, you know, getting their pass blocking, you know, together, they're not getting their run blocking together, that's going to make everything else not work. Now, when they can work everything out, make everything click, then everything else offensively is going to happen. Your running backs, Chaney, Knighton, Cam.
Hold on, F. Frank. What about your receivers?
Well, hopefully them two nameless bums ain't on the field. I'm hoping that you got.
What's that? Number 8 and number 6. What say the name? Number 8, number 6. That's what we said. We got to call them, right?
Man, I almost want to go back on my word and just say them two receivers. I don't even want to designate their numbers. Because like I say, if anything is PTSD is all them drops and stuff. I'm looking at Rambo coming in. Rambo ain't transferred for nothing like y'all said. Rambo, most of these upper class senior grad transfers don't come to a school to compete for playing time. They come to a school to lock down a starting spot. You see it all the time. So Rambo is coming in. He's going to lock down the starting spot. Harley's going to lock down the other starting spot because he proved himself at the end of the season last year. So that's two of them right there. I think you really have competition for those other two spots with them two guys, them two receivers. Like I said, I ain't calling their name or their number. And I think that's where the younger guys are going to have to step up. I think that's where Restrepo is going to have to step up, where Redden is going to have to step up. I think, like I said, Keyshawn Smith is my dark horse to take one of them spots because you saw that in the bowl game. You know, like I said, I mean, and he gave you a spark. So just imagine he came up just, you know, on the fly, just got inserted and gave you an opportunity to score. Well, guess what? He gets reps in the spring. He's going to show you something. So. And I don't think, another thing, I don't think so much is you're going to see a lot of that loyalty on that offensive side of the ball because I think Manny was calling a lot of the stuff last year. Manny got to concentrate on the defense. So I think he's going to go ahead on and deflect and let Lashley kind of run that offense and just let it be and, you know, everything with the offense. You know, he may confer with Lashley on some things, but ultimately it ain't going to be Manny, you know, making most of the decisions. Now, he's going to make the crucial ones. They're going to have to get together like on 4th and 2 and stuff like that. But as far as the play calling and the rotation, I truly believe Lashley is going to call the shot. And, I mean, if Lashley's calling the shot, I think you got a good shot of those two guys who dropped the balls being in trouble for, you know, their starting spots.
I agree. I agree. My sentiments exactly because I just want to see dogs. Going back to my point, I just want to see dogs. That's it. Dogs. I want dogs. And what my man Singletary, you say, I want winners.
Well, yeah. Right. I mean, we can quote all the greats, man. You could quote Herm Edwards. You play to win the game. You know, you can every great quote you can apply. You can apply to this. You know, it's just like, you know, the late great Denny Green. You know, we let them off the hook. Now, if you want to crown them, crown their asses. But they are who we thought they were. You know, so and I could point that to Oklahoma State. So, you know, all in all, when I look at it, the potential is there. It's there for some good things to happen. It's just, can we make it happen? And listen, you got some recruits. The 22 cycle is starting to take shape. And I don't know if you saw that guy from Valdosta, Ja'Cory Brown. Yeah. He's a quarterback.
The dual threat.
He was a Florida. Dual threat. He was Florida. Well, he pretty much done put them on the back burner, and all crystal ball predictions are pointing to Miami. So that's a good thing. So the way to really lock down those guys is we got to take care of business on the field this year. That Alabama game is going to say a lot because and I'm not going to even say you got to win the game. Right. Yeah, you want to win the game, but if you can compete and hang with them, because what you got is you got all of these South Florida kids going to these schools. Well, guess what? You compete and win and at least be in the game, you give yourself an opportunity to be like, look, y'all need to stay here and help make the crib great again. Because guess what? We that close. We need you. You know, you go. I mean, like we said before, you can't compare South Florida or whatever to Auburn. You can't compare that to Tuscaloosa. I mean, yeah, the programs are different, but I've been to Tuscaloosa. It ain't nothing outside of the university and Walmart. Now, what you got in Miami? You know, you got all kind of stuff in Miami. So you get the opportunity to play at a Power 5 school, great city, nightlife, just the buzz of South Beach. I mean, you got the backdrop advantage versus some of those other schools. So now it's time to start competing where now you can go ahead and match the setting of the school with the actual pedigree of the school.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger kids don't know about that Miami pedigree because what we know, well, that's before their time. There's only so many 30 for 30s you can watch. Them younger ones ain't going to feel them 30 for 30s because they don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why fans get so adamant about, when we struggle, and we just get so aggravated because we want to be back so bad because we know what we are.
Right.
And the fans get down on the kid when they decommit, when they leave and all of that, and it's like, look, you can't get on the kid for leaving Miami and deciding to go to Clemson or deciding to go to Ohio State or deciding to go to Florida because guess what? They're relevant. We're not, or we haven't been. We're trying to become relevant again.
Yep, they the ones up right now, man. They up right now.
That's right. It's right. And there's levels to it. And right now is the best time to build towards it because I do think Clemson is vulnerable. I think that there's, I don't want to say trouble in paradise, but I think there's a couple of chinks in the armor. They're starting over. Bama's starting over. Florida, they got issues with Mullen. It's not nothing major, but it's a few little things coming out here and there. And Florida State is just a train wreck. So you got to take advantage of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's all said and done, just win. I mean, just play the games.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't want to say lower the expectations, but let's curb the expectations. Like, hey, let's not get up here with this 12-0. I hate when people say that. They look at the schedule, oh, man, we're going to shock the world, national championship. No, because you got to understand, Clemson lost to Syracuse a few years ago.
Sure
Alabama lost, not last year, but the other year they won the national championship. They dropped like a game or whatever. So it is very rare that you're going to go through a season undefeated and dominate like you saw the last 2 years with Alabama and LSU. It's very rare. So to say 12-0, people need to stop that. You have to understand somebody's going to get up on a Saturday to play you, and you're probably going to be caught slipping. It happens every year to the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
That's what's up, man. That's all I got, man. Larry Frank Jr.
Hey, we appreciate you, Larry
Yes,
Frank,
sir.
as always.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate y'all. So like I said, man, I'm just glad, we was able to do the thing tonight. And like I say, man, we will be watching, and we're going to see. I'm pretty sure it looks like every time we do it, every time you do the show, it looked like after that show, before the next one, there's always some drama and turmoil. So I'm pretty sure something's going to go down for the next time we get together.
Right. That's what we were talking about.
Let's discuss, boy. Something pops up.
All right.
Yeah. So I feel like Tupac in Above the Rim. What he told your boy when he told him he was going to play with the team? It ain't over.
It ain't over.
There's some other stuff.
There's some more coming.
So, that's right. Well, I just want to say, man, y'all have a good night, a good weekend, and Utah fam, y'all have a good weekend as well. And hey, man, we'll be chiming in on the next one, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, Larry Frank, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. You too.
All right, later.
All right, later.
It's you talk, baby.
That was Larry Frank Jr. always bringing that fire with his U-take, man. What do you got to say about it, man? E-Gray, what you think about what he had to say?
Oh, he was spot on with everything he was saying, man. As always, no need to further discuss that. But I will address something foolishness that I saw in the chat by Mr. Josh Ayers. Yeah, you want to talk about my Falcons? You want to bring up the Jets?
And Josh, my boy, man. I had to respond by yeah.
I gotta quote my man like Iverson say, practice. We talking about practice.
We talking about the Jets.
You can't mention the Jets along with the Falcons right now. Come on, man. We're always in the mix.
Look at Josh laughing. Look at it. Through LOL and Josh, you a fool, boy. Hey, man, look here, y'all. Hey, it's been real, man. We want to come on tonight, man, and Say what's up. Like I said, y'all, we go every 2 weeks, man. I was out of town last week, so we didn't get a chance to put a video out on Sunday, man. So I'm gonna let E Gray.
To talk about soon. Don't you worry, baby. It's gonna be a lot of action.
That's what's
Real
up, man.
soon.
That's what's up, y'all. It's coming, man. I'm gonna let E Gray give his departing words, and then I'll give my shoot for a big dog.
Hey man, just loving it. That sports is back. Y'all just remember almost a year ago in a couple of weeks in March, the whole doggone country shut down and everything was chaos. And I'm just so happy that we trying to get back to some bit of normalcy where at least we got sports. At least we got that going on, y'all. And at least we're going to have a spring, hopefully, keep our fingers crossed, everything can get normal so them hurricanes can get right. We can cuddle our ass this year, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up, man. That was my guy, man. E Gray, y'all check him out on Just Saying, hashtag Just Saying, man. Check my boy out, man. Put out a lot of good content, man. Again, I want to say thank everybody, man, for the birthday wishes again, man. Hey, shout out to Charles Farms, man. Charles Farms is gonna be coming on the show pretty soon too, man. He gave me a happy birthday. Shout out that they spoke to him briefly, man. Shout out to Charles Farms. What it do, big dog? Shout out to everybody, man, that gave birthday shout outs to me, man. I appreciate it. I enjoyed my birthday, man. Y'all made me feel special, man. I love all you guys, man. Every last one of y'all. So most definitely, man, I ask that you please hit the like and the subscribe button for me, man. I'll post a link with a direct link to the subscribe, man, for you can subscribe to the show. We're getting up there, man. We going. We pushing, man. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, man. Keep bringing you the content. I appreciate all of you guys, man, and we're going to see you here again in 2 weeks, man. So, y'all know how I go, man. Y'all know how we start every show, and you know how we end every show. It ain't no us.
You already know, baby.
Without you, baby. And we out, man. Everybody have a great, safe weekend. We love you guys, man. Take care of yourself. Eat great! We out of here, big dog.
It's